If you're looking to float the Boise River, it's the final official weekend coming up when rental and shuttle services are open. They close for the season on September 6th, Labor Day. After that, you've got to bring your own tube or raft and your own transportation to and from the put in and take.
Yes, there's the shuttle, so it's logistics, right? To get ready for the busy Labor Day weekend on the Boise River, officials talked earlier today at Barber Park about how people can stay safe during their final floats of the summer.
That's right. News Channel 7's Jude Binkley was at the news conference. Now he's at the other end of the float path at Morrison Park, trying to cool off or at least stay cool. What's up, Jude?
Well, Doug, it is definitely hot out here. I'm thinking about jumping into the river, but perfect floating weather if you ask me. Just make sure you bring sunscreen. Now today, Ada County Parks and Waterways announced a record turnout this season for floaters, but with more people taking to the river came an increase in emergency calls. Take a look. It's estimated that 150,000 floaters have drifted down the Boise River this season based off parking and rental data. Now that's an increase of 22% over last year, a trend that's now as common as a 100-degree day in Boise.
So we actually have record-breaking days, once a month. Almost every weekend is actually a record-breaking day. I believe 4 out of our top 5 busiest days were just in July.
And while floating the river is a staple of summer,
I'll say it's one of the most unique experiences you can have. Not many towns or cities you can have a beautiful river flowing right through downtown.
The increase in floaters has also led to more public assist and 911 calls, with 115 taking place this season. The Boise Fire Department responded to most of those calls and wants people to remember to use common sense and take precautions.
As we start to wrap up the season, it's a beautiful river to recreate, but also remember it's a natural river. It's got hazards. It's super cold. A good swimmer can be incapacitated by that cold water. Wear appropriate clothing. Wear your life jacket and prevent that drowning.
Boise Fire says one of the best ways to prevent drowning is to wear a life jacket. It's required by law for kids under 14. Other steps you can take to stay safe include using a durable tube, looking forward to scan for obstacles, and avoid tying tubes together. Another potential risk that floaters face is bridge jumping. Just last month, 2 people were hospitalized after a bridge jumper landed on a raft under the Baybrook Bridge.
One event that could have had super tragic outcomes. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But again, that's why we have the message to the public. If you're jumping off the river, go and do it. Have a good time. It's legal. But you've got to be aware of the people floating down the river and aware that they're not able to move out of your way.
While the fire department has been available to quickly respond to public assist calls, it's important to know that there are no lifeguards on staff, so it's always float at your own risk. With record numbers expected year after year, driven by population growth across the Treasure Valley and hotter summers, it's unknown if turnouts will become too crowded for Ada County Parks and Waterways to handle.
I don't have any numbers or anything to say what we can sustain, but so far we've been able to handle a record-breaking year every year, and we kind of project every year from here on out is going to be record-breaking. So we haven't hit that point yet. Obviously, there's a breaking point for everything.
And another thing to keep in mind is parking. Now, Doug Holloway, the director for the city's Parks and Rec Department, told me that police will be patrolling and issuing citations to those who are illegally parked in the neighborhoods around Barber Park. So he recommends you take the shuttle service, which is open alongside the rental service until the end of the float season this Monday.
All right, and we know Jude already did the float himself.
He's a true Boisean now.
Official Boisean for sure. All right, Jude, get your feet in the water, cool down a little bit.
We'll be right back.